What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Morten Harket solo material, and we're going to continue through the side songs and projects that he's done over the years. This time we're going to listen to a song from a 2016 tribute CD, and it's a tribute to saxophonist Bendik Hofseth, who recorded an album called The Roman numeral 9 in 1991. I'm also aware that he was a performer on Morten's Wild Seed album in 1995. And yes, this album, or this tribute CD, apparently is a compilation of Norwegian reinterpretations of the songs from the original Roman numeral 9 album. And yeah, ultimately it's called The Boy from Portmanteau, which is a funny title. It's written as a port, like a port of the sea, and Manteau, like a proper name title, but people will know Portmanteau is also a word that's used to describe when two pre-existing words are begun to be used together and become a new word. So in that regard, it already seems like it's a play on words and there's a bit of cleverness to it. Curious to hear what Morten will do with it. Let's find out. This is Morten Harket and his cover of a track called The Boy from Portmanteau, originally from the Roman numeral 9 by Bendik Hofseth, and the tribute album is from 2016. It's deep.
If you can hear me, then please come over here, be near me. I'm just a boy from Portmanteau.
The waves.
Became a man in a glove hand, and then I learned inside a nurse to scream, but when my lips do part, I seem to cheat myself, transform my cry to music, sweet and warm. We talk like thunder. The truth of it lies deep down under.
Australia?
I'm just a boy from from Portmanteau.
Like that beat.
How can I go to Copenhagen now? The vow, there seem to be straight lines, just like geometry inclines. But now I just don't know. I'm still a boy from Portmanteau. There seem to be straight lines, just like geometry inclines. But now I just don't know. I'm still a boy from Portmanteau.
Wow, what an interesting song. First of all, I figured there would be some saxophone, though given that it's a tribute album, I'm guessing that's not actually Bendrik on the sax. I'm guessing that's a different player. But I did not know it would be so jazzy and soulful. It was reminding me of like a 1930s cafe scene or something like that. Really enjoyed the saxophone work. It's interesting though, because part of the track seemed to be ethereal and had that sort of, what's the right word, muffled kick drum percussion scheme, and that felt a bit different. That felt more modern. That felt other dimensional. So it was sort of a balance of the different sonic influences, an oldie-timey sound centered around the sax, and then a more modern, like abstract, like trip-hop type of beat for the surrounding or the bass of the track. Morten's vocals sounding great as always. Again, not knowing the context of the original lyrics, the bits that I caught, they seem like there's also some wordplay. Like, it sounded like you said Copenhagen, which, Copenhagen is how it's said in English, the Danish city, but I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced in different languages, so I didn't know if that was essentially a play on words or whether that was actually a more straightaway pronunciation, but he can't go to heaven or maybe Copenhagen because he's just a boy from Portmanteau. So there seems to be an implied narrative and perhaps a different scale of existence, his humble origins relative to some place he would like to go, whether that's ultimately, metaphysically transcendent or not. So a lot of moving parts in the tune as I first experienced it. I don't quite know how different that is from the original, of course, but yeah, I enjoyed the track, I enjoy Morten singing, and I enjoy the saxophone a great deal. People will know who've been following the channel for a while, that is an instrument that I feel like used to be emphasized more and is perhaps underappreciated now. Now, I will say, improvisational jazz, which is, again, the flavor of that sax work, it's not everybody's cup of tea, even people who like jazz. Sometimes jazz, it can feel a bit all over the place to people, and I do feel like the sax was definitely kind of meandering in some different tones. It was like deeper and soulful, but then it got, what's the right word, raspy, for lack of a better word. Normally that's used in relation to a voice, but it did have an edge at a couple moments. So yeah, really fascinating tune, enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.